Come and take a gun. Lord be with you.
You know it, then so does half the town.
I'll be closing soon. Shop while you can.
Take your pick. We've got enough.
Ornate pouches.
Oh, nice.
Bowls, pots, pot lids. Divided.
God bless you, sir.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you were supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not exactly an expert.
You're off to a great start, but whatever. If you make a mess of it and the king has you whipped, you've no one to blame but yourself. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you, and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. Farewell, my friend.
Okay. And I think we can see you go in. Major Dawn.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You know a good waiter by his properly seated cap, and you don't have one at all. Without a tunic, you're no royal waiter. And have you forgotten your hoe? You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along... You don't want to be dragging a load if you're... The royal waiter's livery has strict rules.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make him...
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going...
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
I've made so much bad reputation here. Okay. Oh god, extra tasks. Orders. A guest will order wine, either Tokachi or monastery. They're calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat the order. Pouring wine. On the table in the corner of the room, you find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that one of the guests wants to pour and walk to his table with the pitcher. The chat will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher or wait to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Be careful not to let guests wait too long or pour them wine they didn't order. Repeat delays or mistakes won't be tolerated. Can't save, right? I can't.
Our current Waffenarsenal is a joke.
There
And
were
on
the
top
pictures
of
of
that,
wine.
the army was requisitioning
Hopefully I
from
won't
it.
splash anyone's
Should
shoes.
the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber
You
in
then,
the domain?
lad. A cup of red.
getting at,
And don't you skimp on me.
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
Come now, waiter.
Where
I
did
want
they
it red.
get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws
Come now,
have better
waiter.
weapons
I want it
than the
red.
city garrison. And Herr König surely knows
Thank
this
you,
too.
waiter.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to
I
defend
fancy some
yourselves
Tokai.
with a few
Refill,
rusty
boy.
helmets.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly?
I'm sorry, sir.
The merciful King
Orders
Sigismund
from above.
providing us
This
with
is
protection,
unbelievable.
Isn't it?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
Pour me some monastery
What
wine.
if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
Shit, I gave him the wrong
right,
one.
Eldris.
Nice.
But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
Monastery wine
We
here.
always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
Sir?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory.
Thank the
The
Lord.
king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that
Am I the
this town
only
will
waiter
rise
here?
against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm
Villagers.
afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public
Pour me
baths.
some monastery wine.
Baths or brothels?
That's not a good idea, sir.
This is unbelievable.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right.
Is
We
everything
do
all right?
have the new baths in Hopbrink,
But there's nothing.
and Adam's old ones.
Come
But I
closer.
hear the Hopbrink baths are more of a pigsty.
They still are a bit.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city wall.
Nice.
Certainly. And they
Whose
can get
silver
leeches
might
there
this
for
be?
free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the...
Hold on. Kuttenberg Oath Book. What is that?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't
great-
think.
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
It's important, but we don't have the money to spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we
Tokai,
know,
and the full
Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Hey,
I'm
where's
speaking
my
about
wife?
the Rutard incident.
Sir?
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small
Well,
misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in this he gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Waiter,
I don't think
I wanted
Rutard
monastery
will cause
wine.
any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself
Thank you, waiter.
while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to
Hey,
tell us.
waiter.
If nothing
Pour me some
happens,
monastery
there's
wine.
no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth?
Sir?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are
Well,
strong
thank you.
words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Boy, I'd like some
And
white.
look who spoke first.
First of all, it wasn't a duel. It was supposed to be an honorable combat.
Sir?
And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me?
Hey!
Ah,
Waiter!
never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school
Everything
brought
in
this
order?
custom to
Not
us.
quite.
It's now
But I
run
think
by
you
the
might be able to help
German
me.
Menhard.
Come here!
Who knows who that fellow is?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
So you will just leave it be?
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But... why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
Laughing stock of
What?
the whole town.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at us all day
That
long.
was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
My words exactly.
1,
Town
2,
council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out...
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really?
We'll never
Let's
get
see
anywhere
them.
like
And
this.
did you count those winged figures?
Ah? Oh shit, I did not look behind. Let's have a look. Quick answers 24.
I counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct. Good. Here you are, so you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to mock a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster?
Hey, waiter!
Hire more craftsmen,
Orbit the
start with
monastery
flagships.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
You, lad!
Oh, you do?
You
Do
look
you?
familiar to me.
And what would that
Have we
be?
met?
Like, for instance, that you'd like
I really
to have
couldn't
your
say,
own
sir.
altar there?
So what if I go...
I have a feeling
Hold your horses,
I've spoken
gentlemen.
with you before, too.
space in the side
Or with someone who looks a
Hell
hell of
freezes
a
over,
lot
my
like
friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by
Waiter,
that bunch of
pour me
ne'er-do-wells
red
from
wine.
the alehouse on Ombrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me. Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards
It's
raided
you?
and threw them all
I
out.
see you've
Ah,
come up
yes,
with the
I
world.
had
From a
forgotten.
bathhouse boy
What
to
do
a
we have to
waiter.
discuss next?
You'll go a long way.
I might make councillor one day.
You're a merry soul, lad. I like that.
telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azon al-Jilchek Össe, Elegiop Katonaikat, Ishkelkinek Utra.
Nice hair. Well, Marquardt von Aulitz should be able to recognize us. Be bad. Oh, he's...
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
distracted. Which is good.
Unlike this band of fools!
Ooh.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Hold on. Who is his father? Did I miss something?
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malachov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
He's the son of the Lord of Rabosh.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, There will be more suitable times.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
Everything all right? You look a bit out of sorts.
I can't wait for it to end so we can get out of here.
Would you tell me something about your community? I haven't found out much so far.
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially, everyone is quaking that what is still left to us will be taken away.
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and start to fight among themselves. In times of uncertainty, it is always the sons of Israel who are the first to be stricken.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave to come and mingle with the Kirimdor lords.
Or pretty pissed off.
Or that.
We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen will be relieved when we are out of sight.